Welcome back to the AB Scout Project. I'm Krager. This is off Bravo, and today we got the Newage Legendary Heroes Destron Leader Romulus. I'm surprised to get away with Destron. But this is the third-party Studio Series Megatron. This, of course, just the box. But you can see how they tried to make it look like the Studio Series. It's at the back where you get this very cinematic picture of him, which is pretty cool. Some product shots there. But you can see they try to make this as a Studio Series box because they know that Hasbro doesn't have the guts to make a gun Megatron for their Studio Series Megatron. So they decided to leap out in front and get the Megatron. There's Megatron with all his accessories. So pretty cool. All right, let's look at the man himself, or bot himself as the case may be. And here we have Romulus in his bot mode here, and he looks really cool. I mean, we've talked about mini masterpieces before. This is definitely a mini masterpiece. I mean, the hands are fully articulated. I think the 3 fingers are stuck together. Yeah, the 3 fingers are stuck together, but you can still get an angry point. I mean, it has all the articulation you want. That's kind of stiff on that rotation, but they put everything in there, a lot of this is service to the transformation joints, because this guy is very panel-y, like tons of panels. But but he looks good. It all folds up really well. They only have the gun back there, and I left the plastic on. They only have the gun back there because he has to have a gun back there to be Megatron. But, yeah, that comes off. But pretty neat. Legs, we move some hip skirts. He doesn't have a lot up front. As you can see, he kind of runs into that hip skirt and it doesn't flip up adequately. But he can go back. Great knee bend on that. Lots of outward movement. Great knee, we already said that. And ultra extreme ankle tilt. Yeah, you can also get some forward and back. There's just a lot. And we even got an extreme ab crunch. So, yeah, he's got all the articulation you could want. I mean, this is close to a Flame Toys Furai model articulation. That's how much he has. And that's pretty awesome. Stuff he comes with his Energon mace, which he just popped his hand off and popped that in there. With a little bit of oomph. But with a little bit of oomph means that it stays on when he's swinging it around. So that's pretty cool. You can oomph it back out. Put the hand back in. The hand is definitely a lot easier. He comes with the gun from the movie. And then his saber. So pretty cool. He also comes with 3 extra faces. You got kind of a neutral on him. Then you have the Laughing Man. The get that back. The Happy Man. The Yelling Man. And the Smirky Man. And to change these, you just kind of pop his head off here. He's a faceless. But, yeah, these just come out. There's a little tab, slot. And so you can slot in the new face. And paint that back in. We'll have a jovial Megatron for the rest of this review. So, yeah. He looks really good. I mean, he is really great. Let's compare it to the Siege, or the Netflix in this case. You see, dead on with the height. Like I said, they knew that Hasbro wouldn't have the guts to do a gun, so they did their gun. Same height, goes with the Siege line right now. So that's really good. Pull that out. We look at Earthrise, and you see this is perfect scaling. So yeah, those two look really good. And you can have Axe versus Energon Mace if you bought the Centurion pack. But we get to a problem there, because they did a great job here, but then Hasbro was like, you know what? We're gonna screw you. So they made the Studio Series 86 Prime the old Voyager size. So when you put them side by side, you get a smaller Megatron. So you're left with a choice of having disproportionate Megatron, which you had already, but you were anticipating that the Studio Series Megatron would make up the difference. Of course, it's probably going to be a tank still. But, or you revert, which I'm not entirely opposed to reverting to the Earthrise. The Earthrise is still one of my favorite Prime molds. And if you got the Command Center 3-pack, then you get a cartoon colored Earthrise. So you could do that as well. So if you want to keep everything in scale, I'd say get that 3-pack and have an Earthrise Megatron, or Earthrise Prime that looks like the cartoon and is in scale with this awesome Megatron. All right, that's about it for the robot mode. Let's check out the gun mode. I'll see you in about an hour when I'm done with all the paneling and unpaneling. All right. And here we have Romulus in his gun mode, and he looks really good. Very gunny. You can tell by the size of my hand that this is not actually 2-scale gun. Yeah. But it's good enough. It is close enough for government work, I think. Trigger pulls. The thing is not tabbed in correctly. There we go. Okay, now the trigger pulls. There's no spring or anything on it. You've got to move it back and forth. But otherwise, not too bad. You have the scope. You can't see through it because there's mechanisms for the sliding part in there. So you're not going to see through the scope like the old one. But still, not a bad P-38 small scale. So I'm going to stand out of the way. Bring in the tank Megatron just so you can kind of see where we're going with this. And you see, yeah, comparable size actually. You can lay this gun. I mean, it's a little bit shorter, but this gets the extension from the sword thing. So, yeah, kind of spin them around. Compare apples to oranges here. But yeah, I dig it. I mean, I am pretty happy to have a gun Megatron again. And like I said, Hasbro would never do this. So this works out really well. I mean, even the hammer kind of works. You gotta fight the tabs. Hammer kind of works. The trigger kind of works. The scope doesn't work. But it does look good. It looks like a gun. Tons of panels though. It takes a little bit. It takes a while to transform just because it is so panely. But like I said, it's a mini masterpiece. So use instructions, use a video, and transform it. But once you get to either mode, it is worth it. So I'll put it back on the stand there. And I'll say, yeah, I like it. All right. Let's go to our final decision. So, is this our new IDW G1 Megatron? Yeah, definitely. It is. While this one is nice and beefy, looks good, I still like the Siege head sculpt over the Earthrise head sculpt. This is Megatron. This is G1 Megatron to a T. I mean, there is really no comparison. This is a mini masterpiece with all of its posability. I mean, you even get that sweet ab crunch. I mean, this guy is just awesome. So, our new IDW G1 Megatron is the Newage Legendary Heroes Romulus. All right, let's wrap this up. One shall stand, one shall fall. Thank you for joining us today on the AB Scout Project. Please like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, ring that bell, and we'll see y'all later.